everybody doing? Which has been asked already like 5 times, but I like to make sure who I'm talking to. Hi, my name is Gabriel. I heard your name is Maddox. I am so sorry about what you're gonna witness. Cover's errors. Either that or pay for a lot of therapy, which is always good. Go to therapy, because you're all messed up. Alright, so I'm a stand-up comic. Normally, I perform at night for adults. I'm extremely vulgar and dirty and kind. So I'm gonna do my cleanest material, and I hope that you can forgive me one day. But I heard that you're very close with my boss, Noel, so I'm sure you've already seen such. Alright, so let's open with this one. You see a lot of drag queens here tonight, drag performers. Give it up for them. Yes. So I used to do drag as well. But it's crazy when you do drag at straight bars, because it takes very little to fool a man, is what I heard. So I got to experience what it was like to be a woman without intending to, which I guess is the woman experience. So I was performing at a bar in Nanaimo, huge metropolis, very huge city, very forward, progressive, on opposite day, and I was at a bar called Terminal, which should be a disease bar, but it's not. I was there. It was a straight bar, and I was performing drag because the money was good, and I was desperate. So before my number, I am chilling at the bar, drinking a beer, minding my business, which is what I hear a lot of girls and women talk about when they get harassed. I was just minding my business when, and as I'm sipping my beer, this guy comes up to me, and then he goes, "What is a beautiful woman like you doing here, not married?" And these are the things I live for. Because I flipped my hair and I said, "Because I'm a man." To see the color, the soul, leave his body in real time. I don't know how to describe it. It was like, I felt like I was winning an Oscar. Like without being prompted, I started just saying thank yous. Like, I'd like to thank my mom for supporting me through my life. The Oscars for nominating me. I mean, you guys are so special. And then I thought the guy was gonna leave, right? You figured out I'm a dude. Nope. He just shuffles in his position and he goes, "Cover your ears, Maddox." And he goes, "Well, I like a good cocksucker." And I flipped my hair and I said, "Me too." And that's when he left. So ladies, if you're ever in a pickle, just say that you also love a good one. They can't tell. Again, cover those ears. So I'm going to talk about something universal, something that everybody, I feel like it's a unifier. Cover those ears. All the children, please. Therapy is expensive. Okay, $160 an hour. I'm getting therapies about the therapy price. So, I was watching adult movies. See how I did that? Family. I was watching adult movies like most people do, unless you guys are like, uncool. I was getting kind of like bummed out, like taken out of the whole thing, because the person that's typing the titles for these videos, we need to do something about that person. We need to get them therapy, because it's a lot of The video is fine, but the titles are like very incestual, very creepy, very gross. It's something that you're into, and as soon as you read, you're like, oh no, no. So this one was like all about like dad and son stuff, which is pretty upsetting, I know. But it was like dad does son hard at his Holy Communion. Or like dad does son hard at his graduation with a teacher. Or like dad does son hard with his friends at the park. And I was just very upset. It just got me super triggered because I just didn't know, you know, that you could be that close to your dad. Did you know? You look like you know. You look like you're close to your dad. Well, I wasn't, and I found out on Pornhub, like out of all places, and it's for free, is what I told my therapist, which now I can't see anymore. Let's see what I was like. God, I'm so nervous. It's you, Maddox. You made me so nervous. I know that your expectations are like right here. I mean, I can't compete with Disney. Sorry, they're just so rich. Fact. Did you know that 1 in 18 people have a third nipple?
What, really?
Yes. So,
Who is it?
come on, check yourselves. Well, that is a fact, and I am crazy to not know that, but I was like, that's how I know that God doesn't exist. Because if there was an organizer of everything in the universe, why would you create such randomness? A third nipple? Why? Just because you felt like it? God is gross. I like him. He's funny. Alright, let's see what else we have. Okay, more facts. So, I was fighting with my ex, who was being unfaithful. Yeah, not great. And as we're fighting in the kitchen, I'm cutting some chicken, and a fact comes up to my head. You know that one time a chicken was able to survive for 18 months with no head? That's a fact. You can Google that. That's what I said to him with my knife. No, don't worry. As I mentioned before, I did go to therapy for a long time, and he has 4 months left. So, I think I stopped counting after a while. Oh, I was talking to my boss the other day, like my ex-boss, not Noelle, obviously, she's cool. My ex-boss was not. And I'm a factual person, as I already said before, so I told him, I was like, Louis, fact, a necktie, blocks of blood go into your head by 7.5%. 100 if I pull tighter. So, you know, no pressure. How are you doing, Maddox? Bored out of your mind? Me too. But did you know another fact that boredom is actually a state of high physical arousal? I didn't know that. And I can see all of you are pretty aroused right now, so I'm getting aroused by contact. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who here saw the Pope's funeral? Who saw it? Who saw that party? That was the hottest party in Hollywood, like 4 months ago or whenever it happened. I wasn't really paying attention. But everybody was wearing black, right? Everybody, all the presidents, all the ministers, everybody was there. I heard that Kim Kardashian was there. I hope that's not true. But Trump was there. And Trump is the only person who was not wearing black. He was wearing blue. Which, I know how you feel. I mean, it's pretty messed up, right? I was also very mad when I heard about that on many levels because these gender reveal parties are getting crazy. Like, it's an odd place to tell everyone you have a baby penis. But I hear that is really, like, something they love at the Vatican, so... Oh, what? Can't handle truth? We have fun. Right, Maddox? Alright, I'm gonna close with this one. Oh my God, which one? They're all dirty. Okay, one that's gonna leave you thinking, especially the man in the crowd. Who does meditation here? Raise your hand. Who is mindful? Please don't make me be embarrassed. Yeah, I see you. I see you, people that don't wear deodorant. So I was meditating the other day because I have what they call intrusive thoughts, which you're gonna learn soon when you're a little older. So I was learning about intrusive thoughts. They said, mindful meditation gets rid of them. You need to train your mind to be quiet. So I started doing that. But my mind is relentless. So on the second minute of my quietness, my mind goes, why do your balls have a seam that go all the way to the back of your hole? What? I was like, right. They do. There's no seams anywhere else in the body. I heard that girls don't have any seams. I haven't looked that up like thoroughly, but I've asked. They told me no. It's just like slashes. I don't know. Yeah, I have a seam, and I could not stop thinking about it. I had to stop meditating. I went into Googling, obviously, because I needed to find out what. And that's when I found out. When you start in the womb, you start as a female. You knew this. You're a dirty person. So you start as a female in the womb, and then nature gets stoned or whatever, and then she's like, oh my God, right, this is supposed to be a guy. And then she just comes in and just sews him up and goes, done. Oh my God, I saved that one. So I was like, whoa. That means that men are the first trans people to get bottom surgery. So thank you so much for having me. Thank you, trans ladies over here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Maddox. Thank you to your future string of therapists that won't be able to help you. And thank you, Bangtown.